This is the 2024 hybrid Toyota Corolla Cross Nightshade. Is it the best hybrid compact crossover SUV? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm at Yoakum Toyota to give you the information to help answer that question. And there are a lot of advantages here. This particular model, being that it's the hybrid version, is more efficient and makes a little more power. It's going to get down the road a little bit easier than the standard version of the Corolla Cross. And for something that comes with standard all-wheel drive, this being the Nightshade, it might be a little bit harder to see, but there is the logo. We'll try and give you a good view of that. These hybrid models come standard all-wheel drive, and they have very solid fuel economy for an all-wheel drive vehicle. The touchscreen interface is easy to use, and there are a lot of advantages here. So let's take a look at what we have on this particular model. And you're going to find plenty of LED lighting basically everywhere you look, and being it's the Nightshade edition, kind of a blackout version of sorts. You can see that the logo here, the Toyota crown, is going to be blacked out. Nice body lines, and with the side view mirrors, they're going to be manually folding, power adjustable, and they'll also have the turn signal indicator built in. That's one of those features that I know a lot of you like to see. And here is what the remote looks like. No changes for 2024 where that's concerned, but you do have that. Very simple, easy to deal with, and you're going to have the roof rails up there with the crossbars. So the good thing about that is when you go out on the road or whatever you may be doing where you need that extra space, it's up there to provide additional cargo capacity. We also have the rear roof spoiler right here. Gonna have that shark fin antenna, and you do have an exposed rear window wiper here. For most people, I don't think that's an issue. It would be kind of nice to see that hidden away up here, but you know what? At the price point of this particular model, I don't think that's a big deal. And something interesting here, if you look at the window sticker, the LED lights back here are not called tail lights, they're called stop lights. Very interesting. And as expected, everything is blacked out here with all of the logos, the emblems, everything. Well, almost everything. You have a little bit of blue right there just to accent that this is a hybrid model. And motivation for getting down the road is going to come from the 2-liter 4-cylinder paired with the electric motors, putting out 196 horsepower. It is mated to an eCVT. And let's talk about those all-important MPGs. They are pretty impressive, I'd say. 45 city, 38 highway, 42 combined, and 2.4 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. And one thing that you won't hear about in all of these car review videos, I'm going to hit the button right down here so I can open the gas door. And you can see that not only do you not have capless fuel fill, that's an advantage. And the good thing is that your gas door is going to be locked when you close it, so you have to push that button to open it. But the one thing you don't normally hear about in these videos is the gas tank size. In this case, it's 10.6 gallons. Now, if you're going to be doing any towing with a hybrid compact SUV, well, here's the difference between the Honda CR-V, for example, and this Toyota Corolla Cross. With the CR-V, you can tow up to 1,000 pounds. Here, you can tow up to 1,500 pounds. And we're looking at 21.5 up to 61.8 cubic feet. You do have your cargo cover here that obviously can be retracted. It's also removable. And you have your cargo net right here. That also can come out as well. And then we have our interior lighting back here in this area. And obviously, being that the cargo cover is removable, well, you have the advantage of being able to lower the seats there to maximize your cargo capacity and take full advantage of all of the available space. And let's talk about one important thing here. Nothing unusual for hybrid vehicles, whether it's a car or an SUV. No spare tire here. It does come with a tire repair kit. Let's talk about the tire and wheel size, by the way. 225 will be the width, a 55 series sidewall, and wrapped around the 18-inch wheels. So share that information with you because, well, you're probably going to ask about it if I don't. And we'll take a quick look into the interior. By the way, This is a jet black exterior and a black and red interior. Hopefully the red is, in fact, I think it is, showing up nicely on the camera, picking it up in this area, obviously with the stripe up here. Really gives it a very sporty look. So how comfortable is the armrest? Well, there's what we have. Seems to be pretty comfortable to me. Now, you will have a cup holder right here. No door bends down here, but that's the situation. So let's hop inside here. Now, something people don't usually say, man, I don't like not having door bends, but what they do say is I don't like not having rear air conditioning vents. Well, you won't have to say that here because obviously you do. And underneath that, obviously some options for connectivity. And then we'll also have the rear seat pocket here on the right-hand side. Now, this particular model does not have a sunroof. For some people, that's not really a big deal. Tell me what you think. And before we hop into the front seat, for those who are saying, okay, Tom, this model has a lot of great features, including standard all-wheel drive. What's the price? $32,832. That's not too bad in this day and age. So what do we have here? Well, again, we're going to have that armrest. Seems comfortable to me, but if you need a door bend, you better call Shotgun because here it is. You have the cup holder up here in the front, a little more space in the rear. Now, you will find a manually adjustable seat here on the passenger side. You're going to have the floor mats here with the Corolla Cross logo. And we'll hop on inside and take a look at what we have as far as the glove box goes. Quite a bit of space within that area, so a lot of options for storage capacity. And then we'll also have our connectivity right here, a standard size or standard style. And I guess that would be a standard size too. Is there a standard size for shifters? Okay, you can laugh at me if you need to. I always give you a reason. There's your reason. You have a conventional style shifter. And you can see that we have mode selectors up here as far as different options go. And I'll go through all of that when we get over to the driver's side. And you can see that you have your power parking brake. And this will also be your brake hold mode. Cup holders, and let's take a look. Well, I say we'll take a look. Let's move some stuff out of the way here to take a look within the interior of the center console. And you'll notice some more connectivity down there, so that's always going to be helpful in a multitude of ways, obviously. And I know a lot of you like to see the upper console and see what all you have up there, so I'll give you a quick look so you can know. By the way, there are a total of 4 USB ports, and you have a wireless charging pad right up here. And here on the driver's side door, well, basically the same thing we saw on the passenger side with the exception of a few additional switches. That shouldn't come as a surprise. And then we'll have some buttons right here, obviously, that you can use depending on what you need to do. You know what all of that is. And we'll hit our push button start right here. Let the vehicle start up and take a look at the instrument cluster or the driver's display, whatever you wish to call that. And you can go through quite a bit of information on the left-hand side here with the steering wheel mounted controls, whether you're arrowing to the right or to the left. And then depending on where you are and what you need to see, you can arrow up and arrow down in addition to that. So quite a bit going on there, but yet very simplistic. You can bring anything up you need to. It's a really nice, convenient setup, that's for sure. You can also bring up your digital speedometer if you would like. And you can see what else is here. And obviously, you control your exterior lights, headlights, and taillights, or stop lights, as it is on the sticker back there on the rear. And then over here, obviously, your front and rear window wipers. And as I said earlier, a very easy to use infotainment screen here. It's nice and big, nice and clear, and I do apologize for that flickering effect. Again, that has to do with my camera. You see that on a lot of videos here on YouTube. So just in case you were wondering, it's not a defect with the screen, but you have a lot going on here, a lot of settings you can go through. You do have your backup camera, so when you go into reverse, you can see what's going on behind you. And that is the only camera on this particular model, but still going to get the job done. You do have your good old-fashioned knob right here for controlling the radio, turning that on and off, and single zone climate control. I don't think that's an issue in an interior of this size. Now, earlier in the video, I mentioned that we were going to look at the different drive modes. So let's see what we have here. I'm gonna get up here. We see sport right there. It's going to start in normal. And you can also have eco mode right there. So depending on what you need to do or what you want to drive in, well, you can make your choices very easily. So what's it like to drive this Corolla Cross Hybrid? Well, the driving experience itself is actually very smooth. The ride quality seems to be good. It seems to soak up the bumps rather nicely. And the acceleration is also a smooth experience. It just really seems to kind of just glide down the road, so to speak. That's always a good thing. And as far as the overall interior comfort goes, I know we have cloth seating here, but still comfortable. There are people who have commented on my videos in the past that didn't get tongue twisted like I just did, but it happens sometimes. But they said that cloth interior is antiquated. Well, let's not forget, we are looking at price point here, so I don't think that's a big deal. But you know, you're the potential buyers of these vehicles, so depending on your situation, you might say, you know what, I think I'd rather have another material, something leather trimmed or whatever the case is for your interior. But that's what we have here. The steering wheel itself is nice and comfortable and pretty easy to see out of. That's always a good thing. Overall, one thing I do want to make a point on here is that I don't feel cramped within the interior. That's always a good thing, no matter what vehicle you're driving. I've adjusted the seat appropriately to be comfortable here, and it's good that you have that adjustability built in where you can do that. At 5'10", I have a lot of room left to work with, so I feel comfortable, or confident I should say, that somebody who's well over 6 feet tall could also be comfortable here within this interior. And let's not forget, you have great technology here that's easy to learn, easy to use. It's not an overload. It's not one of those vehicles where you just have so much to sort through within the infotainment system that it almost seems impossible to learn all of it. So that's a good thing. Obviously, a lot of great safety features here, all that good stuff. And as I told you earlier, all for well under $35,000. For those of you who live in an area where you deal with a lot of snow and ice, there's a lot of benefit here because you have a vehicle that is all-wheel drive, and it doesn't matter what the trim level is, that's what you're going to have. So tell me what you think. Is the 2024 version of the Toyota Corolla Cross Hybrid the best hybrid compact crossover SUV? Considering price point and all of the features you get, no matter what trim level you go with, it's going to be all-wheel drive. There's quite a bit going on here, but I'm curious to receive your feedback. So tell me what you think. I do want to say a special thanks to my friends here at Yoakum Toyota for loaning me this Corolla Cross for the day, and a special thanks to each and every one of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit the like button. That does help me out a lot. If you haven't subscribed to the Vehicle Visionary YouTube channel just yet, please do so. That way you don't miss any future videos. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I will see you there.